Hello, friends. Welcome to Tyranny of Dragons. I am Matthew, and I will be your host and GM for tonight's game. Joining me around my virtual table tonight are Xtina, Dyto, Kenny, and Steven. Say hi, friends.
Hi,
Hi,
friends.
friends.
Yippee. Okay, sorry. Now, before we begin, we have a few announcements to get through, starting with our sponsor, XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely. You can blur, remove the background entirely, or even put your favorite picture up as your background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the chats and shows. You can also keep up to everything we do here on the Random Rhapsody Network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_rhapsody, and on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody. And those are announcements. So, join us as we return to the world of Loroupa and investigate a draconic cult wreaking havoc throughout Hyrulean. And we're back. So, if you don't know already, the way we do our recaps here is we offer up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for one free reroll to whoever does it. If I do it, I also get it. And you guys want me to have that today? No? So, who wants it instead?
Do it.
Alright, go ahead.
So traveling to Port on the way, one of our
You're
drag
cutting
eggs.
out a little bit. I don't know if that's just me, but
Is it better?
yeah.
Is that better? I just had to move. One of our 3 dragons hatched, and imprinted on Vivian right away. Its name is Oatmeal. When we got into the city, we parked our cart and was trying to decide what to do with not only the dragon, which was the size of a small dog, or a big dog. A big small dog? Let's just say a Great Dane.
Yeah, as big as about a Rottweiler.
And trying to figure out what to do with the 2 eggs that didn't. Griffin and Venus had talked about black market selling them for more than what they're probably worth. But Murzol was the voice of reason. Was like, we don't want just some randos having some dragon eggs. So we ended up selling them to Mutton Chops that we met in the bar. But before that, I nat 20 to make people think that Oatmeal was a dog. So now we do have a Great Dane walking around the city with us. He sent us Button Chops sent us to talk to, I'm going to say this, Ornithol? Orthanol?
Onthar Froom.
Onthar.
Yeah, a paladin of the Father.
To try and figure out if we beat the cultists here, which we think we did. We didn't encounter any on the way. And to deal with more of this dragon cult.
Yeah. Alright, and there's your coin. Don't forget to use it. It goes away after this session. But, yeah. We return to the story at the Black Stag. I believe you guys took a long rest last time, last session.
Yes,
Yeah.
we did.
You at the very least bought rooms.
Yes, we did. We bought rooms and Murzol bought a keg.
Yeah.
And Griffin bought a very expensive bottle of wine.
Yes, I spent 100 gold pieces on, like, the highest of top shelf wines.
Yeah. But, yeah. You wake up, pretty bright and early. Some of you, at the very least, do. But the day is yours. You have, you know generally where to find Onthar. You were told that he's, at the church in, the center of town. But, what would you guys like to do today?
Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm legally allowed in churches.
Legally allowed?
I'm technically a criminal, and I do not like churches.
It's a band sign in front of every single church that just has Murzol's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I get particularly drunk, churches are usually the first place I pick to piss on.
So written into the scriptures of the Church of the Five.
Yeah.
But,
Thou shalt do no harm, honor thy mother and father, do not let Murzol in.
The little picture of him, like, posted by the door. Do not grant
Yeah.
it.
If you see this man, lock the doors.
It's canon now.
Yeah. So, I don't know if we get, like, a special exception, because we're apparently fucking important, or, like, how it's gonna work.
Alternatively, it might be that the church doesn't know who you are if you've never done crime in this town. Have you done crime in this town?
I'll plead the fifth.
Right. Hey Venus, how often are you going to need to disguise oatmeal as what did you pick the other day? A Great Dane?
I can try again. I mean, I would assume it every day.
I mean, you'd
That's not
probably
like
have
a-
to touch it up at the very least.
Not like a permanent dye kind of situation. That's good
Yeah,
at least.
it's-
Probably not toxic. I don't really know it's toxic to a dragon, I guess.
Oh, yeah. I'm not sure either.
An especially interesting question given that it's a black dragon. Meaning acid.
Right.
Yeah. You do see it's like the makeup and stuff is like kind of foaming around its lips. Where it's apparently not really good at controlling its acid breath right now.
Oh, baby.
Babies do drool a lot.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
And he is,
Just-
like, 6 days old.
Yeah, a little bit of saliva drops on the ground and just is.
Ah, adorable. Who's a good little oatmeal? It's you.
It doesn't snap at you, so.
Progress.
Yeah, that's promising.
It is only 10 a.m. Let's give it time.
what do you guys like to do?
Do you want me to roll to keep up the disguise?
Sure. Yeah, it's again, you're touching it up, so it's gonna be lower DC, as if you need it. Just gonna get a natural 20 again, but
I will cast guidance.
all right. Yeah.
Well, not a natural, but
I mean, yeah, and same effect. In all honesty.
Roll
It's
with
gonna get to the point that we forget it's a dragon.
24.
Like, yeah, 24. You touch up the makeup, and it's maybe looking a little worse than yesterday, but not by much. And the entire time, the baby dragon is just kind of looking up at Vivian, just kind of staring.
I offered a cookie.
Oh, an oatmeal cookie. I was thinking chocolate chip, and I was just like, I guess, yeah.
Well, at this point, no matter what kind of cookie you give her, it is an oatmeal cookie.
It is.
Right.
Just tap the low.
It's like not a Scooby snack, it's an oatmeal cookie.
Well, Vivian.
Listen, if we teach this in common, we could.
It could theoretically learn common. I mean,
Come on, oatmeal. Speak. Hello, mother. How are you doing? No, not like that.
Yeah.
Do we want to get Meet Oscar Wilde out of the way first, or?
Might as
Yeah,
well,
sure.
probably, unless you guys want to do something else first.
What do we know about this guy?
About Onthar?
Yeah.
I would say those who have definitely Murzol can roll a history. Has Griffin been around this port very often?
He's been here. I don't know what often counts as.
Well, you were also a sailor, or in Hyrulean.
Yeah.
Were you not? Then yeah, you'd be able to make a history check as well. See if you know anything about him. I don't
How
know if the
important
other
is
I don't know if the other two would.
how
I got
socially
nothing.
important?
I mean, he's not necessarily too terribly important. He's not the head of the church by any means, so like he's up
wouldn't-
there, but he's not necessarily like a high up noble. But yeah, Murzol got a 14. You would remember him, Murzol. You remember specifically one late night at a bar after a particularly good raid. You and him were having quite a bit of a drink. Don't much. You remember? You know that he's generally perceived as a bit of a man, a good-natured man. Enjoys jokes and pranks. A little bit of a friendly scuffle every now and then. He's kind of more of a ruffian than a paladin is. But yeah, you two have met before during one day. Whether or not he remembers you is a different question. But yeah.
Yeah, he ain't nothing special. That's all about I know.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's.
So, off to the church then.
Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot.
Yeah, you make your way off to the church. You see no
Hey,
band
Murzol?
posters.
Yeah,
Why are you saying left foot but stepping with?
it's old sailor trick. And
Under-
definitely not just because I forgot which is which.
He already stretched his brain with that history check like that.
Yeah.
Truly. That is the one thought I'm going to have this morning. Check back in with me after lunch and I'll see if I got a second.
I mean, at least you don't have a bloody.
Give it time.
Give it time. One more good idea like that. I mean, it's bound to happen.
Or I just start another fight.
That too, yeah. But you make your way to the church. It's not terribly difficult to find. It's quite a nicer building than the rest of the center. Like the center of town is nice, but the church is made to stand out. This kind of octagonal building with a large dome on top of it. It's the outside of the entrance has statues of each of the gods. I don't remember their names right now because these are not my gods. But yeah, it's pretty easy to find the Church of the Five. And you make your way in fairly early in the day, so it's not too packed. Have a couple people sitting in the pews praying, couple putting some tithe into a little box. A head priest sits in the front rows of the pews. But you don't necessarily see any sort of a paladin so far.
Griffin's gonna look around and see who might know, right? Like just based on, I don't know, how people are carrying themselves, who might be the one to talk to. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You can roll a perception or insight. Not terribly high DC. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd figure that the head priest might know, or if there's like, if he is, a paladin of the five, as Tomas has said, then a lot of the priests probably would know him, especially the head priest. So, probably the man to talk to.
So could I, the player Kenny, get kind of a quick rundown on the five? Like what sort of church is this?
Yeah, I don't know if the regular DM of this world has sent me those notes, but I can look.
Scruffy.
Because I'm gonna be honest, I myself, it's been a hot minute since
It's
I was a
okay.
player.
If you, the DM, haven't been given the information by the guy making the world, it's really not your fault, right?
Yeah.
It's
We can't
Scruffy's
make it
fault.
up, right?
Could
I'm
just
just
make
matter
it
of
some
fact.
Lore.
So
You could say whatever right now, and it would be canon.
yeah.
He has handed the reins over to you.
Oh my goodness. What little I remember, they're a family unit. There's the father, the mother, the brother. I think there's a sister, and then the estranged one or something.
The Holy Ghost.
Yeah, they all pretty much. I can't seem to find any notes. So,
It's all good.
yeah.
No,
Tell you what,
actually,
I will talk to the main DM and get him to give me some notes, and then I'll get them to you.
Okay, so Griffin will kind of approach the head priest-looking guy when it seems appropriate, given the environment and reading the room.
Yeah.
And just ask about, hey, excuse me, we're looking for this guy. We're wondering if you've seen him or if you would know how to find him. That kind of thing.
Yeah. As you walk up to him, he looks up like, "Oh yes, what can I do for you?" He's an older gentleman. Was wearing some bright white robes, very clean. Bald head with a nice goatee.
Yeah. So Griffin just approaches him and says, "Hi, we're looking for. I believe he's a man of the cloth. He's in service to this temple. His name is
Antar.
I don't think I know anyone of the name of Erela.
Well, you tried.
Well, I tried, gang. Guess he's not here.
Okay. What was his name again?
Antar.
Yeah.
Onthar. Yeah, his name's Ofthar or something. Yeah.
Yes, Anthar. I believe he should be in his quarters now. Just up the stairs, second door on the right. Just knock, don't enter.
Yeah.
Just in case he's not decent.
Huh.
Is that anything people do?
Yeah, that's such an odd precaution to say.
I mean, it happens.
What if people walk?
What was that?
What if people walked in on?
I mean, he might be embarrassed. He might, I don't know. It'd just be kind of an awkward situation,
Has it happened before? The way you opened with that, just out of
He doesn't lock his door very often.
Does he also? Never mind. Never mind. Some people raise dragons. If he wants to walk around in his bathrobe,
Who would
the
raise
door
a
unlocks at
dragon?
church. It's fun.
No idea.
It's just a
Cute.
saying.
That's a cute Labrador you have there.
Thank you. The name is Oatmeal.
Thanks. She's a rescue.
Jesus.
In a way, not a lie.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
We did rescue her from a cult.
She seems to have a little bit of acid reflux. There's like the floor sizzling a bit.
Yeah, I think it's something
Yeah,
she
she's
ate.
She's got teeth coming in.
Mm.
Right.
Have you never seen a dog before? You're being real weird about it.
Anyway, let's
I
all
just-
go knock on the door and say hi to Anthar.
Yes. Don't walk in.
Griffin is going to
Vote.
take that social out and just follow Vivian.
I'm absolutely just walking in there.
After he said that, of course we are.
Yes, you go up to the second floor where second door on the right where he said, and Murzol just walks in.
Wakey, wakey, hands off, Snaky.
Griffin is right on his heels. Anthar, old friend, how are you doing? How's Anthar looking right in this moment?
So, in this moment, you see a room that's kept quite tidy. Onthar is currently in the middle of putting on some heavy plate armor. You know, he's technically decent. He has a light leather armor on underneath that.
He's gotten to the codpiece.
I've
Yeah.
seen like the process for heavy armor. He's got like 6 layers on by now.
Yeah.
Vivian walking in behind the rest of the group, like covering her own eyes, and then like using the other hand to cover oatmeals.
Right, and
as-
Venus is kind of doing the same thing.
It's
As
fine.
you-
He's got pants on.
As you enter, he fumbles at a leather strap, and the breastplate just falls and makes a loud clang. He's hello.
Drop that.
So it seems. Who are you?
Told to come to you by mutton chops.
Oh, mutton chops. Tomas?
Tomato,
Wanna know-
yeah.
Yeah.
Not very many people with mutton chops like that around here. Needs a shave. Right, can I put my armor on?
I don't care. You can do whatever you want.
What
Free
kind of
country.
furnishings does this room have? Obviously, there's like a bed, but like, what else are we working
Yeah.
with here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a bed, a dresser. He's kind of standing in front of a desk that seems to be just lined with a kind of what's the word? It's a lot of the papers are kind of tousled in contrast to how neat the rest of the room is. There's a ink vial that's spilled across you know, a bunch of the papers, and that's just been left there to dry. You see kind of above a window on the far side of the room is a quite pristine looking sword that's just resting on a couple hooks. This a nice long sword. The rest of the room is quite barren. It's, you know, very much so like a holy man's quarters, so it's like you got your essentials and that's about it. He takes the next few minutes kind of strapping on the rest of his armor, kind of talking while he's doing that. So you are the ones that are here about the job for the this cult, yes?
Unfortunately, yes. Griffin is fully like taking the sword off of the display rack and like looking down the length of it, just inspecting it.
It's yours. Run.
I'd rather you not touch that, actually.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Don't worry, I'll be nice with it, he says as he's like using his fingernail to like chip away at one of the gold pieces at the bottom of the sword, right? Just to see if it flakes off.
It does not flake off, and as you look at it, you can see these runes etched into it. These kind of elven in design, these curling spiral runes that go up the blade.
Ooh, can I read it?
I guess you probably could.
Is anything important or cool?
It's looking at it, you can tell that it's just basic magic runes.
Okay.
Yeah.
You see that for a split second, like Vivian's eyes kind of like light up, like she's like, "Ooh, something cool!" I could like look. She's like looking over your shoulder, and then she like realizes they're just regular runes. She's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
P. Sherman
Not that
42
cool.
Wallaby Way.
Yeah, with your not like, you know, being able to read Elven, you can tell like you would know these are just not necessarily anything that has meaning technically, other than just to put magic into it.
Yeah, it's just like that natural curiosity of like, "Ooh,
Yeah.
something cool I can learn about," and then she's like, "Oh, it's not that cool." Not just the job, but also I think we're trying to figure out if we actually beat the cultists here, right?
He's like, Well, I do believe, I feel like my accent's changed. Oof. Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Yes, our intel suggests that, the cultists have not arrived yet. Probably, a day or two out, still. But, he finishes putting his armor and just kind of grabs the sword from out of your hands, Griffin.
Griffin does not fight it. He's just being an ass.
Yeah, just thank you kindly, and just sheathes it on his hip. Right. So, Tomas sent you then.
Well, tell us about the job. What is it you need us to do?
For now, we need to wait until Colt actually gets here. Just kind of, someone give me a charisma check, or two people.
I don't want to be that guy, but I volunteered for one of them.
You do be having the charisma.
Straight charisma check?
Yeah, just, I guess persuasion could work. Honestly.
Venus. Good job. Thank you.
Yeah. He takes a moment to just kind of size the four of you up, and the Labrador. And he's just right. Well, what I am in need of you to do, I'd like you guys to infiltrate this. Once they get here, they're probably they'll likely pick up some more caravan members. I would like you to infiltrate them, either under the guise of working for the cult, or, if need be, working as another merchant group. I suspect that they'll, to kind of blend in a little, they'll probably, gather up people outside the cult, just to not to raise any suspicions. So I need you to infiltrate this caravan and hopefully follow them to where they're taking this loot they've been stealing from the area. If need be, I can set up, a contact with a merchant guild. I have they owe me a favor, so. But
What's our long-term goal once we've infiltrated?
find where they're amassing all this treasure, and maybe once you find it, hopefully you should be able to make contact with Tomas again, or me, or whoever, and we're trying to stage a bit of a. I feel like my accent's changed like 15 times. Just can't keep it.
You haven't gone full Brit yet. That's gonna sit
Yeah.
me when you do. Tally ho, chaps, cut to it.
Pip pip cheerio.
But yes, once you find where they're amassing the treasure, honestly, we might play it by ear from there, depending on what's happening. I don't know if you guys will need help at that point, but we need to know at the very least where they're taking this treasure. Of course, I will pay you for this job.
Good.
If I assume you don't work for free, so.
Fairly risky thing that you're asking us to do. I do want to point out that we are somewhat infamous with them. They know us. We collectively as a group have terrorized them. Definitely all of us, and not just the big guy.
Yes. I mean, if you guys have any ways to change your appearance, I mean, by all means, please do. I can also get you equipped with new clothing and armor. You know,
Yeah.
might lessen the chance of you getting recognized.
I mean, I have a way of. Guys, only last. Long enough at the
You're cutting out
Cutting
again.
in and out a bit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Dyto, you're.
How about now?
Much better.
Sounds good now.
Your stutter's gotten so much better all of a sudden.
I can disguise myself, but only I don't. That'll last long enough. Try find
It's reverted.
up some kind of disguise.
Alright. Like I said, if you know, whatever you need to do to make yourself less recognizable would be for the best. As I've been told you've infiltrated their camp earlier last week.
Something like that.
Like I said, somewhat infamous.
Did you by chance leave any of them alive to spread the word?
Nope.
One.
I loved that.
We moited them all.
Alright, well, if you you know, if the ones you've engaged with you've, you know, taken care of, then there is much less of a chance that you would be recognized, so but yeah. But for the next couple days, you know, we should get you some new clothing and stuff. I can have. There's a clothing shop not too far from here. I'll have, you know, just tell them to put it on my tab.
Say no more.
And you may want to reach out to your merchant guilds people, because that might be
Yes.
better than trying to work with the cult directly.
Mm.
They're just joining some big ass caravan, but it'll be easier for us to slip in as just another group.
Yeah. For sure. I'll set up a contact then with one of the merchant guilds in town. It should probably take a couple days, but you know, hopefully by then the cult will be here. So.
Well,
All right, then.
I have no questions. Griffin slaps him on the shoulder. Nice armor. Nice sword.
Thank you. I do my best to take care of it.
Griffin just shoots him a grin and heads out the room.
Yep. All right. Later.
Kind of waves you out and kind of almost pushing you guys out as he closes the door behind you, and you hear a lock.
He can be taught.
Adorable, he thinks a normal lock can stop me.
Hear some magic muttering on the other side.
He's a paladin. He doesn't know arcane lock. Word of warning.
Yeah.
No, that's just an alarm spell, so he knows it's happening.
He'll know it's happening. That's the thing.
When Murzol decides to come in,
Yeah.
you know.
Murzol does not know the word subtle, literally. He is not aware that that is a word that exists.
Remember in Looney Tunes when the Tasmanian devil just goes directly through a wall and it's a Tasmanian devil-shaped hole? That's...
Yeah.
Just, I do enjoy the idea of like arcane lock. Yeah, fine. Gonna go through the door. You can't, or the wall. You can't arcane lock that.
Yeah. Surprise, motherfucker.
The best entries don't require a door at all. Okay. Well, sounds like we have a couple of days.
I'd
Go
say
visit
about.
this.
I would say 3 days, and to be exact.
Okay.
A little above table knowledge.
So we have a little bit of time. We have, just so that I understand, so we have Merchants Guild contacts to talk with. There's a clothing shop that we can basically shop at for free.
Yep. The Merchant Guild contact is coming up in the next couple days. He needs to sort it out first.
Yeah, I think Omthar is taking care of that for us. We just meet with them in a couple days.
Yeah.
We don't have to like seek them out.
I mean, you could if you wanted to, but
Probably get a couple of
what was that?
disguise kits for the new, so we can dye.
Yeah.
Body.
Yeah, I was 100% going to try to put the disguise kit on the guy's tab, just so I don't have to pay for it.
I mean, I'm okay with that.
By the way, he opens the door and gives you a slip of paper. Like, I forgot. You probably need to actually show documentation for the clothes shop. You know.
Yeah, just put on that guy's tab. We're totally friends.
Right. Bye.
Here's his mother's maiden name and his social security number. Don't ask how I got it.
Yeah. Closes the door. Forgets to lock it this time.
Right before we leave, I just jiggle the handle real hard to make him flash. Alright. I hope I made him piss his armor, because that shit takes forever to get back off and then change.
You just hear from beyond the door, "Bite of 5." The distinct sound of armor being unstrapped and taken off.
Got him.
I have a very important question. So the religion is for the 5, right?
Yeah, there's the 5 gods, and then like typically, a lot of clerics serve one of them. A lot of clerics and paladin, but
Griffin is going to try to high five the next priest he meets. He's going to tell him to give me 5, and he's just going to hold his hand up in the air.
Make a persuasion check.
It's
You
a new,
got it.
yeah, it's a new
Let's
priestly
go.
maneuver.
Oh,
There
my
it
God.
There we go.
If
This
ever there was a
God.
time to get a natural 20,
Praise the 5.
you see the head priest. As you're walking down the stairs, the head priest is coming up your way, and you're just high five, and he's like, "Yeah."
Griffin just looks a tiny bit more smug walking down the stairs.
come back at the end of this campaign and all the priests are going to be high-fiving.
That's
And the
the
5
goal.
is with you?
5 with you. But not at the 8 a.m. service, right? That's for the 10:30 service when all the kids are there. You know.
Yeah, it's for the cool kid service. For all the youth pastors out there.
You're picking up what I'm putting down. It's the next hip thing the church is gonna
I
try.
too have been to a church camp.
Yeah, man. Growing up in the South.
Oh god. All right. Yeah, Murzol's only thing so far is he does want to look for a magic weapon shop.
Yeah. If
I
you
want to go with Murzol.
if you want to find, you can, let's see, either make a investigation check or you can also try to do a persuasion check. Try to talk to some people. Oof. You know, see if they want to tell you anything.
Would I have any sort of advantage from like this being Murzol's main
Oh.
land dwelling?
Yeah, actually, yeah, you've been here so often. Roll a history with advantage.
Oh boy. You know how good my brain is.
Yeah.
Put advantage on that. History, roll -1. Alright.
Your nose starts bleeding. But you do remember as you're kind of looking down to the various roads that branch off from the main the main town center that there is a couple magic shops that you remember being you remember two specifically that kind of oppose each other on opposite sides of the of a road. They kind of have this constant competition between them. You've never really been in there because you've never really had the money to, peruse magic items. But you do know where two are.
Yeah, piracy pays well, but not that well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he will head there and then just look between them.
Yeah.
The
two. There's Eleanor's grimoire that has this kind of emblem of a book with a little bit of a fire coming out of it, and then there's a familiar looking shop called Finders Keepers. Seems to have a ramshackle sign on it, hastily painted with the name.
Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah, Venus sees him, look at them, looks at the book, visible look of, and then he'll go into Finders Keepers.
Yeah. You enter Finders Keepers, and you find a small dragonling sitting at the like on top of the desk on the far side. The interior of the shop is kind of messy. You notice this place looks a lot different than last you saw it. Probably has a new owner. But yeah, you also recognize this dragonling from earlier in Welterville. Running a small stand of the same name.
Are you about to nurse Joy us?
No, because I think this is the same exact one. Whereas each Nurse Joy is a separate Nurse Joy.
I mean, could be either or. But you see the dragonling, they greet you like,
Ah, hello. Welcome to Finders Keepers.
You look familiar.
I don't know you. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
no, you big guy, I know you. Don't know the rest.
Well, is it everybody or is it just Murzol? And I know Venus was following.
I'm waiting outside the shop when I realized what was going on with the dragonling. So I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't need my baby dragon trying to eat a dragonling.
I actually
hey, then
don't
we could.
think Griffin would be with the rest of the group at this point. I think he went off to do his own thing.
Oh, all right. So just Murzol and Venus in there then.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Alright, whatever. Familiarity aside, I just need like a special longsword, if you got one.
Special longsword.
Magical, preferably. In
I
a
got
They're all
useful way.
magical.
Right.
Kind of. He kind of like
Give me. I'm gonna check the back.
goes in the back. You hear various clanging. You see a pot roll out of the curtained door. And eventually he comes out with a longsword.
I got this one.
Alright, and what is it? It's magical accoutrements.
I don't know.
God. Venus, do you have a way of figuring out in which ways it is magical?
As a matter of fact, I want to say I have the wand. You gotta yes, I have. I wanted to make sure I wasn't up my game.
Yeah, you got a wand of identify.
Yeah. I will use the wand on it. Just what?
Yeah. Go ahead and take a charge off. I'm looking for. Trying to figure out if I just want to make this a +1 or what. I didn't have a magic sword on this guy's magic items sheet, but yeah.
Congrats, you found the Holy Avenger.
No. None of you can use it.
Or quite fittingly, hey, we have Dragon Slayer here.
Yeah. Dragon slaying is not yet. It's a bit too useful.
Little on the nose.
Oatmeal growls, and Vivian's not sure why.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. You would. Yeah. It's just. You'd be able to identify it as a +1 longsword. Although, as you identify it, you kind of. You realize that there's a little bit of a, like, the magic's a little tainted in this one. It's almost like there might be a curse on it. You don't know the nature of the curse, but
Whoops.
So bad.
God.
Got this sword.
Well,
How
go ahead.
how important to you is it for it to be?
You're cutting out again.
yeah, you're still cutting in and out.
Because again, how important is it to you?
My sensitivity was way up on my microphone.
Mm.
How important is it to you to have a magical weapon?
Oh, that's the thing. This wasn't for me. It's for Griffin. I felt a little bad. He got all excited for the dragon to hatch, and then we had to sell his egg, and he's not exactly keen on being kind of drug along with us on this. So I figured I'd get him a decent sword. It's kind of a hey, this is bullshit, but you're sticking with it, so thanks. And it feels really contrary to that sentiment if I were to give him a cursed sword.
I mean, I didn't tell you it was cursed yet. but
Okay, I want a shitty sword, so
no,
it's important this is not a bad sword.
it's a good sword. It's a bad sword.
I have other swords.
I don't know what's bad about it, but it is, as you guessed, it's a little cursed. I just can't identify the curse.
Just a sneeze of curse.
Curse of sneezing.
Curse of sneezing.
All right, Lomac, you got any other magic longswords that aren't cursed?
Oh, not. This is cursed.
Yes,
Huh.
it is.
I need to charge more for this one. Puts it under the desk.
I got another one.
Takes another 15 seconds. You see a glass vase just fly out the door, smashing against the other side of the wall.
This one. I know this one. It warns you. It won't shut up.
I just look to Venus to check it over again.
I'll check it over again. I'll use another charge.
Yeah, you would it's a weapon of warning. A
He's
longsword
right,
of warning.
It is a longsword of warning. He's not wrong. If there's danger around, it won't shut up.
I mean, honestly, that does seem fitting for him.
My perception
really-
is +0
He
about
does
games.
really need
just
to know when
saying.
things are coming.
Yeah.
He's
I think
good at a lot of things.
he'd appreciate having that heads up. All right, what do you want for a little man?
Let's see.
Just puts it down, grabs an abacus, and just starts randomly shuffling the things on it.
Keep in mind with your pricing, I could just walk out of here with it and you couldn't stop me.
That's what you think.
Does he have any other like magic items in here,
Yeah, he
like on display?
on display currently. You see, there's four things that are kind of in neater display. A lot of the other stuff in here is like, kind of just tossed on shelves. A lot of random trinkets and stuff, but there are four things that are kind of. Two of them are kept under glass vials, or not vials, glass lids on the desk. One of them looks to be kind of this rose that's been like nicely kept, that seems to have just a little bit of frost on it. And in the other one, there's a small teddy bear.
Aw. It's cursed.
What are these two things? And I'll point to the rose and the teddy bear.
Let's see. That one, the rose.
He sets the abacus down, grabs a book, starts flipping through it.
Yes, this rose is, it, gives you some sort of resistance to damage. But if you take
What did you say was on it?
Pardon?
It was covered in frost, you said?
Yeah, frost.
Okay.
If it, takes too much damage at once, then, it goes away.
Hey, what about the teddy bear?
Oh, it's a friend.
Can you be a little more specific?
He kind of lifts the glass lid off and just kind of puts it on his shoulder, and you see, like, he kind of jostles a bit, just stays there.
It's a friend.
Is it just a teddy bear?
It's magical.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Look, he kind of flicks it a couple times, it stays on.
So it just stays where you put it? That's
Well,
its magic?
Sometimes when I have too many nightmares, I sleep with it, and it, helps with that.
I don't want to take this Dragonling's teddy bear.
Oh, poor little guy.
What do you want for that rose?
The rose? Let's see. 3,500.
Murzol would see that Venus is not really shocked by that number.
Oh, that sword is it would be 1,500.
You know, I'd take 2 zeros off that.
2 zeros? No.
I'd really think about it if I were you. And Murzol's just gonna like start leaning over him and threateningly, menacingly.
I paid 1,000 for this.
Yeah, well, sometimes we make bad deals.
I paid 1,000 for this.
For one, I don't believe you. The name of your shop is literally Bondage Keepers. 2,
Okay, I would have had to pay 1,000 for it.
yeah. So how about I give you 400 for it, and I don't leave a tip with guards about ill-gotten goods.
Roll intimidation.
All right. 2. Can I use strength? No, I am verbally
Actually-
threatening him.
Yeah. Actually, they have the teddy bear on them. Roll with disadvantage. Okay.
So 15.
Yeah, 15. You see, they kind of squeeze a teddy bear for a second.
I can go as low as 600.
550.
Drive a hard bargain. Fine, 550.
All right.
Make it so I can sleep
Wow.
at night anyway. It keeps waking me up in the middle of the night going, danger, danger. It's like, where's danger?
For someone of your stature, literally everywhere.
You'd be surprised. Right. Anything else?
That's it for me.
That's it. No, that's okay.
I also got two other things. I got an armor, and I've got
Pulls out a small deck of cards and like,
this.
No.
No.
Which
But
deck of cards?
that deck looks like it has many things in it.
it actually it looks like just a kind of your generic playing card deck. They look nicer than normal, like you know, like almost like they're plastic in a world without plastic.
See, that's where the deck of many things gets you. It looks normal.
Across the city, a chill goes down Griffin's spine.
Right.
Don't. I wouldn't give you the deck of many things this early. Come on.
See, here's the thing: the deck of many things. There's never a wrong or right time to give it. There's just a time to give it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah,
so no?
no, I don't need armor.
Okay.
What kind of armor?
Breastplate.
Light, medium, heavy?
Medium, I believe.
Ooh, it's a breastplate?
Yeah.
What does that do?
Well, so sometimes you can, kind of like, if you get scared, you can like emit little poison spores around you.
But only when I'm scared.
Well, I mean, I do when I'm scared.
You're an octopus. That's adorable.
But made of mushrooms.
He made me ink.
Guys, you made me spore.
I feel insulted.
No, it's cute. How much do you want for the breastplate?
1,750.
That is the randomest number. I will give you. Hold on. I don't even know how much money Venus has.
Oh, that's right. We had a bunch of shit to sell too.
Oh yeah, you did, didn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, there is someone who probably buy it off of you right here.
Yeah.
I'll give you 550 for it.
That's a little low. 1,000.
575. And hold on. I have to look at the map because I'll put in a good word for you in Port Bellenou.
Port Bellenou?
Mhm.
Why?
It's a little farther north. It'll help you can expand your business.
I already have a shop there.
Do you want to keep that shop there?
You threatening me?
It's just a question.
Threatening? Not yet.
I don't know if I want to sell you this thing.
You're gonna put it on so you can ink. I'm trying to look at the. Oh, my intimidation is okay. I'm not proficient in it,
You
but
can roll intimidation, I guess, but
no, she's not being intimidating.
Yeah.
She literally just asked a question.
like you can technically roll persuasion, but you're also asking to knock off 2/3 of the price.
Yes, I am.
So it's like,
That's why I'm not expecting it to work, but I will
Yeah.
roll a persuasion. 19.
Like, lowest I can go is 1,000 for it.
All right, well then you can keep it
Okay.
for now. I'll be back.
I was gonna say, so I found our list of items we have to sell, which might get you over the hump. So we had this string of pearls, 6 precious stones, a 900 gold sapphire ring, and then 4 dragonling art things,
Yeah.
which I forget the exact price point for those.
I think I have it written down. Yeah. 50, 60, 70, and 100 gold pieces.
Okay, 50, 60, 70, and 100.
Yeah. And you get those, I don't know where you got those 6 expressions. Oh, you might have gotten them in,
Yeah, this is all stuff we picked up along the cave, so this might have been in that
yeah.
chest.
Yeah, that's where I think it was. Did I have price written down, or did I just tell myself I'd figure it out later?
We'll figure it out later.
Sometimes I do that, unfortunately for me. No, I wrote it down. Alright, yeah, the string of pearls, probably worth around 300. Each of those, stones, probably worth around 100.
Okay, plus 600. And then he would take just the gold sapphire ring for 900.
Yeah, I would say just at price.
Okay.
Just to make it simple.
So, okay, taking all of that. So, With that sold, we all would have an extra 520 gold.
Yeah, and he'll take it.
So I don't know
They'll
if that helps you get their Venus.
they'll put on the gold and sapphire ring and go,
Wow. I like it.
Take those out.
Tell you what, with one purchase of the armor of inking, I'll also give you the teddy bear.
Okay. Wait, how much did you say we got after that?
520
20.
per person, yeah. Griffin's just walking down the street and suddenly feels himself tilt with all the extra gold in his pocket.
just Baldur's Gate it. Just
Yeah.
shift it over shift over inventories.
Yeah, then I will get the breastplate for the 1,000 gold then.
Alright.
Because I will have just enough.
And they'll give you the it's called a cuddly mascot.
Hell
Oh.
yeah.
There's that. There's that.
Now, magic items usually shift to accommodate the user. So would it shift into Venus's favorite animal, or would it stay a teddy bear?
Sure. Oh, yeah. It'd shift to whatever animal the wearer likes most. Why not?
What is...
You should have those two magic items in your notes now, or in your journal.
One of the options on this says if you press it to your leg, which is just really funny to picture if you're like running in the middle of combat and this thing's
Yeah.
holding on for dear life to your leg.
Deploy the tactical mascot.
What a fantastic item.
I know.
And it's from Strixhaven.
Hell yeah. And
I don't know, I
thanks
like
V
being a
for-
teddy bear.
teddy bears are objectively cute.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks V for making sure Griff didn't get some shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I need to put.
I'm glad I
You
could
got the
help.
weapon of warning, didn't you? I need to put that in here.
Yeah.
Thanks for reminding me.
I'd try and get you and Viv shit, but I have no fucking idea what you casters need. Your magic's fucking weird. I don't get it.
I'm
Swords? I can get somebody a sword. Don't you worry about that.
I'm not super sure what kind of stuff Viv would need.
There's
Do you
the
want me to
weapon of
go
warning.
get her and have her come in here? Maybe that Rose will.
I don't
Like,
think we
help
can
her
afford
out.
that rose.
Probably not.
There's what, 1,500 gold?
3,500.
3,000.
30, yeah. Yeah, we're just
It was
gonna have
enough.
to pass on that one.
I'm gonna be real.
Oh.
It's a rare magic item, so
Mm.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It
we'll keep an eye out on stuff. It also ruins the surprise of gifts if you just tell the person like, "Hey, come here, you pick out some shit."
That's so
Thank you for your
romantic.
patronage. I'm gonna go sleep now.
Crows up under
So it's
the.
like lock the door for you then so you don't get robbed or
It's all right. I have security systems in place.
uh-huh. Alright.
Sick.
Weird little fella.
This is secretly
there's
a
a bit-
20th level wizard.
I know I'm off doing my own thing. Am I okay to add the weapon of warning to Griffin's character sheet.
Yeah,
Like that was
it's-
explicitly for him.
as long as you're not gonna, go fight the Thieves Guild here,
No.
then it's not gonna change
Not
anything.
yet. But yeah, I'm cool to step aside to see what Vivian and Griffin want to be doing.
Yeah. Well, Vivian, you've been standing outside, yeah?
Yeah, I think while they've been in there, Vivian's been doing like very light, like I think she's honestly running through the various languages that she knows. So she's been running through Common, Elvish, Primordial, Sylvan, and Druidic to see which of those maybe Oatmeal might respond to best of those. And then like trying to teach Oatmeal just like a couple of really basic things, just like the standard like dog, if that's what they're going with, like command.
Yeah.
So like sit, heal, like guard. Like so that Oatmeal would like come between her legs to like protect, basically. Like just like simple stuff, and then like turn, and then like uppies, and
Yeah.
give me your paw.
So, I would say, I'm trying to decide if training a dragon is animal handling or persuasion, because it's like, it's not technically an animal. I'll let it be whatever. Which one do you prefer?
Between animal handling or persuasion.
Yeah.
I think that she's treating it like it's a regular animal because she doesn't know what else to do with this thing yet. So I think she would probably be doing this in like an animal handling way, like with like
Yeah.
reassuring like treats and stuff. So she's got like a little tiny like pre-cut up bits of meat or something that she's like giving it. Like how they have the tiny bits of treats for when you're training a dog. So she's like,
got a clicker out, just
yeah.
But yeah,
And like
with,
whichever language is it seems that it settles on the best, that it learns easiest with of the ones that she knows is what she's gonna stick with forever for
I-
training this thing.
what is like
She knows 5, so
Yeah, I'm trying to decide between common and druidic right now, because common, it's probably the one, but druidic is funny.
yeah, like if it does seem like a response to Druidic, her only thought there is like, oh, that way other people can't like try to copy her voice and like
Yeah.
steal it. So if it does respond in any way to Druidic, she's going for that one over common.
Yeah, druidic. Start teaching it the basics of druidic.
Yeah.
And yeah, with that 21 animal handling, it's you realize like kind of with while you're training it, training this guy, they're kind of more of they don't necessarily train like an animal would. They're kind of it reminds you of a small child.
Mm.
Rather than like a puppy or something. So you're like, that's interesting. But it does
How
respond
much of a
to
difference between a toddler and a puppy is there really?
I mean,
Not
at least a
not
little
too
bit.
much
but
one.
She hasn't. I don't know if she would have realized that this thing can talk yet, but she's like making sure to be really clear with the Druidic just in case it picks any of this up by itself.
yeah, it's if it does talk, you don't know because it talks in Draconic.
Yeah. But I think like if she realizes that it like trains like a child a little bit, like every so often she'll like point to an object and she'll just like in Druidic call it whatever it is. And she's just like apple or whatever.
Yeah, but you start. Oh god, you start training your dragon. All right, Griffin, what are you doing during this?
So Griffin didn't have anything really on his wish list for stuff to buy. He already got what he wanted. Magical weapon was not on his checklist, so he's in for a nice surprise when he gets back. But while they're doing their shopping trip, Griffin, having been at Port Hathaway before, he's going to go to where he knows the Thieves Guild operates.
What did I just say, man? Don't fight the Thieves Guild.
No. Fight him.
Yeah, you roll. Let's see. There's not really a lot of good like knowing town. I think just history usually is it. So
Yeah.
roll a history check. Does your background give you anything? Does your background do for you?
I'm the mercenary background, which is criminal adjacent.
All right, I'll give you a lower DC on it.
I mean, I got a 15, which is pretty
Yeah.
good for my play.
Yeah, you would definitely know of kind of a smaller, kind of more of a dive bar towards the outskirts of town. That it's ramshackled at best, but you would know that's what should its name be? I don't actually have it written down, so I'm gonna make one up on the fly. The Cursed Sailor.
The Cursed Sailor? That's awesome. You just pulled that out of thin air? Well done.
But yeah,
So Griffin, go ahead.
Small ramshackle dive bar, kind of more towards the port, like around here on the map. You would know that the Thieves Guild. You know, I think there's an actual Thieves Guild in this world. I don't have the notes for that either.
Yeah. So Griffin is not like an actual member, but he has like previous interactions, right? Just as he's done mercenary work, it happens.
Yeah.
So his goal is just to find their contact that's just hanging around the bar. You know, the person that's, you know, not just the entry level guy on the food chain, but somebody that's the middle management thief.
Yeah, you go towards that area of town. As you kind of approach it, you see like there is like a kind of a burly, heavily scarred man, just kind of standing next to the door. Kind of looks you up and down, but doesn't really stop you from entering. And you're able.
Nods respectfully as he makes his way in.
Yeah. Entering the bar, it's not great. Ale stains cover the tables and floor. You see, like half the clientele here are either passed out drunk or picking the pockets of those who are passed out drunk. A small, kind of weird gnome is kind of running the bar, kind of cackling to himself a little bit as he pours himself a drink and downs in one gulp. You would know at least that this is the person who at least runs to this inn or tavern, I should say.
Yeah. So Griffin's gonna walk up to him. This is the guy that I'm looking for, right? The contact that would have enough connections to.
Yeah, as close to a contact as you'll get right now.
Yeah. So Griffin goes up and pulls up a stool. Says, "Hello.
Hi. Want a drink?
Well, actually, I wanted to have a discussion with you, if that's all right.
Always down for a discussion. What do you want?
I wanted to introduce myself and let your group of friends know that Griffin is back in town, along with a few of his own friends, and maybe talk about making sure that they're left alone, maybe protected in some small way. And I wanted to talk about some recent events that have been going on with the dragon cult.
Griffin? I don't know if I know a Griffin.
We've had some minor dealings in the past, so nothing too big. But you may also know Murzol Halftooth, big fella. Used to be a pirate.
I know of Murzol.
Still
definitely.
Point of order, still is a pirate. Just without his ship currently.
Okay, Jack Sparrow, calm down.
Right. I
We're back in
vaguely.
town. We're traveling with a young human woman and a young Genasi woman, and wanted to make sure that we're not harassed and bothered. Griffin is going to set a pouch of gold on the table and slide it across. Just trying to do the courteous thing and let you know that we're here and that we're trying to operate peacefully and not cause trouble and not have trouble.
Right. Make a persuasion check. Is he?
Advantage because it's gold.
How much gold is in it?
100 gold.
All right. Yeah, with advantage.
Ooh.
Glad I gave you that. Yeah, he'll kind of take it, look at it, like
All right.
put it under the bar.
I do seem to remember you. Yeah. As you came and went a couple of times, yes. Hey, as long as you guys don't mess with us, you'll be fine.
Much appreciated. Tell me, since we're having this conversation with one another, what have you heard about this dragon cult? The cult of the Dragon Queen?
Right. I mean, other than the fact that they're trying to make the same mistakes as others in the past, and are honestly getting in the way of my business a little bit. I mean, you understand how that would make me feel, yeah?
I do.
Yeah. I don't particularly like them, but not much I can do about them.
Well, as part of my courtesy, I wanted to give the guild a warning that they are coming to this town. They just raided Welterville. We were there. Lots of damage, lots of death, and they're on their way here. So, just be ready. I don't know what they're planning, and my group and I are helping to deal with them in whatever way we can, but just be on your guard. I've heard that they're also trying to do some recruitment here, and I would consider it a personal favor if you and the rest of the guild could upset those attempts as much as possible.
I mean, we'll do what we do. Thanks for the information, though. But I mean, as long as we'll protect ours, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, sometimes the law can't always be counted on to do what needs doing. So I came to you. Do you mind if I have an empty glass there? A couple of them, actually.
Sure.
Pulls out a couple big mugs, slides them over. They look poorly
Kinda
cleaned.
grimy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a little grimy. But
Griffin's going to take out the 100 gold bottle of wine and pour a glass for him and for the guy, the twitchy looking gnome.
he'll take it and just kind of wait for you to take a sip first.
Griffin raises it in a toast, and then downs his in one go.
Downs his in half a go.
Sure. Yeah.
What is this stuff? Is this expensive stuff?
It is.
Yeah, don't like it.
No. Well, that's a shame. Griffin slides the bottle across the table and says, "See if any of your friends might like it as well. As thanks for the conversation and the time." Griffin kind of takes his straw hat off for a second. Pleasant day to you, and heads on his way.
Alright. Just hear him mutter. He's like, that was weird. Alright. With that, I think this is a good time to take a quick break. So, we'll be back. Hi, we're back. Or most of us are anyway, but alright, so yeah, last we left off, Griffin kinda paid off the Thieves Guild to not mess with you guys. And just gave them a little information. The Colts coming here, and you know, they didn't attack you on the spot, so that's good.
Yeah, I was courteous. Let them know we were here. You know.
So, what are you doing after that?
So that was kind of my goal. I don't know how long they were out shopping, but
Yeah,
that was Griffin's objective for the afternoon, was
all right.
to get a feel for where everything was with the city and the Dragon Cult, and to pay to get on the Thieves Guild's neutral side while we're here.
Yeah. Well, yeah, getting there and getting back will, it's across the city, so take a bit. But,
Yeah.
So, yeah. Murzol, Venus, what are you guys doing?
I mean, yeah, that shopping was all Murzol had.
Yeah,
Alright.
same.
Then, yeah, you can, go back to the tavern, sleep off. We can skip ahead a little bit. There is also the clothing shop if you want to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
Get your-
think maybe, yeah, Venus will go to the clothing shop and get clothes for everybody. And disguise kits.
Oh, yeah, disguise kits. And you're putting the disguise kits on Thar's tab as well?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you give them, you kind of enter the tailor's shop. I don't know what to call it right now. But kind of see a elven woman, and she's like, "Ah, yes, you're putting it on Thar's tab. It seems."
Yes, I've got
Got the paper.
the writ.
Yeah. All right. I mean, go ahead then. She kind of just gives you a sly smile.
So we're supposed to. I just want to make sure I get the aesthetic right. We're supposed to blend in with merchants. Right?
I mean, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I
Blend
assume.
in or just, look different. You can
So-
look like travelers or merchants
Murzol
or
needs to
whatever.
dress better. So I
I
get
know.
Murzol like finer clothes. Like not the finest clothes, but
Yeah.
and we'll do it in
Oh.
like
I wouldn't bother. It's gonna get covered in blood almost immediately.
what does Murzol look like? Is he
Big.
green?
He is green.
Big and green.
I part of me wants okay. I'm trying to decide on colors. Give me just a second. Yes, perfect. I would like to dress Murzol in neutrals and like soft pinks.
Yeah, you know I'm not wearing this, right, Venus, whichever one. I got so distracted by how much I hate this color.
That's kind of the point. Want to make them think it's not you, so you dress not like you.
Did you realize there are several other features that make it pretty goddamn obvious who I am?
Here, I put glasses on him.
Alright.
And I re-braid his hair. You look completely different.
Alright, we're getting awfully handsy right now.
The owner of the shop just kind of gives a chuckle from the back. I'm just watching this happen. I've got
There's
to.
a movie scene. I can't place it. I'm trying to think of what it is.
What?
I've got the flower crown in the back if you want that as well.
Save it for your fucking grave.
I was gonna say yes, but not for him.
So just go in the back and grab one. Here you go.
And I'm gonna dress me like very, almost like hippie-esque. Like she's got a fairly refined look right now, like very put together. She's gonna go more like bohemian, like very flowy. So the flower crown is perfect.
All right.
How do I dress?
And you getting stuff for the other two as well?
Yes. That's like the complete opposite of like what they're wearing now.
All right. Fair enough. So
So like if they're dressed in darks, they're gonna be put in like more like lighter or pastels.
you are able to get everyone outfits that are the opposite of their current aesthetic. And then you are also able to get 2 disguise kits. Put on the tab of Onthar.
Would Griffin like be able to meet them at the shop where everybody's playing dress up? Murzol getting like the braids and everything.
Sure, why not?
Okay. I feel like there's this moment of like Griffin walking in the door and locking eyes with Murzol across the shop.
It's a very unhappy grunt.
Griffin has this look of just pure elation on his face as he takes in the scene. Just
Oh, Griffin, that's awesome! Look what I picked out for you, and it's like paisley.
yeah. So, actually, yeah. Describe Griffin's outfit. What did you get Griffin to wear?
So Griffin's is like a not quite a suit per se, but it's got more of like a almost fitted solid color, and then a paisley vest and pants to match.
Okay.
Mind you, theoretically, all of this is like also works with your armor
Sure.
or
Yeah.
over your armor.
Paisley.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, like a blue and purple paisley.
Yeah. Griffin can rock it.
For sure. Yeah. And then Vivian's not here right, or not in not here right now, so you can
I dress Vivian. I dress
What?
Vivian to match her dog.
Just she looks like a Labrador
Black.
owner.
Griffin is taking in his outfit, and he kind of looks over to Venus. He says, "I like it. I think it works. Can we get like a
Right,
scarf of some sort to work with it? Do you think?"
Sure. I plan on dyeing my hair red tonight. I got the dye right here.
Cool, cool.
It's our most expensive dye right there. Works very well.
I had to make sure that it would take with the blonde.
Blonde's a very hard color to dye.
It is.
Well, I mean, but what everybody can probably tell is that roots are coming in brown anyways.
But anything else?
Yeah, Griffin's gonna ask if they have a scarf that would go with the outfit, because
Yeah,
his
that-
gaudy red scarf that he always wears probably is not going to work well with the blue and purple.
Kind of. They find like a kind of a gossamer shawl of some sort, and like here, that'll work.
Yeah. Griffin holds it up. It's like, yeah, I could see it. It'll work.
You see, she's just writing down everything that you guys are taking. She's like, ah, yes. You can tell she's kind of giving you guys the expensive stuff as well.
Sucks for Anthar.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, she knows Anthar. She's like, yeah, hey, can afford that. All right, would that be all?
Does
It
anybody need
fucking
anything
better
else?
be.
Murzol, it's just for this mission.
Principle of the matter. I don't like being told what to do.
Griffin is taking in the whole the whole ensemble and says, "I need a pocket square to go with it. just a little square, slide in."
Finds you a nice crimson pocket square.
Yeah, I want like the really just obnoxiously good material, right? Like the linen that just
Yeah. This is slightly magical too. It never gets dirty. Just a pocket square.
Normally this goes for 700 gold.
What's the tipping policy here? I do want to know.
As much as you want on his tab.
Yes,
Chico-
what do you want to
Is
tip?
gratuity included,
25,
or can we write it
50%?
in?
Just Anthar just is sitting in his room, just like, oh no.
I never should have given these kids my credit card.
I feel something bad going on.
Yeah, maybe next time at least go with him and don't just trust a group of people you met 5 minutes ago.
All right, and the number he gave us is 4567 8912. I don't know what a CV code is, but it's 113.
All right. Now come out to 250 gold pieces. Not to you. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah. Able to get some pretty nice clothing to kind of make yourself look like traveling merchants of some sort.
We fancy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's done. Yeah. Now, anything else you want to do, or?
Trying to think, I got nothing else that comes to mind.
Yeah.
Griffin's probably going to need a haircut at some point if he's going to be traveling without his hat for any amount of time.
I think it's easy enough to find a nice barber. Just mark off like 5 silver.
Oh, sure. I'll mark off 1 extra silver to get like the close shave, you know, with the straight edge.
Shaving a haircut.
Yeah, just
Fair
to
enough.
get, if we're trying to impersonate merchants, yeah, Griffin's gonna get cleaned up.
Yeah. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's all. I'm done with the nonsense.
For now.
For now. Alright.
We're done with today's scheduled nonsense.
Yeah, you want to run through the next couple of days as well?
At some point that night, Murzol would, like, probably at dinner, like, oh yeah, heads up, and he'll just toss the sword towards Griffin, like, still in its scabbard and everything.
Hey, heads up! Oh!
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh!
Think fast!
Catches it one-handed by the blade.
Like, he also doesn't think to say heads up until it's, like, already leaving his hand.
I feel like Griffin would catch it, but like not gracefully. You know what I mean?
As it flies through the air, the sword like, watch out! Danger approaches.
Yeah.
I know exactly. It's like that catch where like you catch it, but it like jams a finger back.
Yeah. Griffin's like, God.
Yeah, probably a better way to do that. I felt bad. Your egg didn't hatch, and we kind of decided to sell it. You were pretty excited about that, and I know you're not exactly happy about how this whole job is progressing, but thanks for sticking around this time.
Griffin kind of there's a pause as he processes what you've said, and he's just looking at the sword. And he takes it out and kind of inspects it for a second, but he's also kind of just not really looking at the sword too much. You know, like he's looking at it, but he's not looking at it. And he puts the sword to the side and he says, well, you know, didn't have anything better to be doing anyway. And, well, it's good to be back on a crew again. Yeah, but thank you for the sword, Murzol. That was not necessary at all.
There's tons of shit you do for the crew that's not necessary, but it helps.
What does it, it looks magical. What does it do?
Ha, shit. V, can you explain you did the, like, and he just waggles his finger, like, you did that thing.
It will. It's a sort of warning. So if there's danger around, it'll let you know.
Why does it say sting on the hilt?
That's like curvy fucking elven speech. I don't read that.
You pull it out a scabbard, it's glowing blue, and you look at Murzol.
But like a soft blue, because I'm only half orc.
Yeah.
Right.
Half the sword is glowing blue.
I was going
Which
to say,
half, you ask? Yes.
I pulled the rest of the way out, and bass guitar starts playing, you know?
Yeah.
Sting.
I got you. I was with you.
I appreciate it. I'm glad somebody was there.
My brain froze trying to figure out and remember which band Sting was a part of.
Roxanne starts playing off in the distance.
No, because my brain jumped to Susu Studio, and I'm like, that's not right. That's Phil
Nope,
Collins.
that is. How did you get to that from Sting?
Because my brain's not working, and I don't listen to a whole lot of Sting. I just knew that was like the same general era. Again, we're making Arko feel like the baby that he is.
We are.
That
That was entirely intentional.
I'm just so
too.
small and young. I'm like 12 years old, guys.
Although, to be fair, that is old even for me. Because Sting was popular in the 80s.
Correct.
Yes, Sting is old even for me, as well.
Now, we could be talking about the Attitude Era wrestler Sting.
Mm.
Anyways, we're
Anyway,
not talking about any of them, so...
Right.
Your guys' food is at the table now. Wow. You guys have food.
Another
That's awesome.
barrel of air with little straw in it.
It's a bendy
Griffin
straw.
is saying how many olives will fit on the toothpick before like one falls off, you know? Just
The bar record is 6.
I get the 5.
Try again next time.
They're using smaller olives.
Someone's in the back like, I got 7.
See? Don't you cheat, smaller olives. Don't count.
He's back and he's holding the last one. Come on. Have a little self-respect.
Gets dragged outside by last year's winner.
And stay out.
We just hear the sound of open-handed slaps from inside the bar.
Comes back with a new coin purse and is just like, that'll teach him. You don't cheat at olive stacking in my bar.
We may be a dive bar, but we have standards.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Kids these days, earn it.
They don't respect tradition.
This is such a weird bit.
Next thing you know, they're coming in with their plastic swords and their fancy umbrellas.
Don't even get me started. It's wooden toothpicks all the way.
Their fruity drinks and their...
Look at me, I'm sipping alcohol out of a coconut. Fuck you, you're not better than me. How'd you even get a coconut here? This is a temperate climate.
It's carried by a bird. Anyway, no, never mind.
It's carried by 2 swallows strung together.
That's not a matter of how he gripped it. It's a matter of... Alright, anyway.
Are you suggesting that coconuts migrate?
Maybe a swallow carried it. Okay.
Arco,
All right.
you have redeemed yourself in knowing this reference. So, baby that you are, you've been exposed to the bare minimum.
You know, that's such a great movie. Love it.
Princess Diaries, we still need to fix that. But Holy Grail, you got, so, like,
Yeah.
we're 1 for 2. Alright. I think we got another day or two here, so what's our game plan? We're just fucking about?
Side quest?
The DM panics.
Right.
Side quest, yeah, side quest. I got that.
Oh,
No, no, I can make something up. Don't worry.
yeah. Well, I mean, I could come up with random nonsense for Griffin to do all day,
Yeah.
right? Like, how much into the weeds do you want us to go? We got a couple days.
Yeah, you have a
for
couple
Murzol,
days. Like,
It's
You
2
know.
words. Fighting pits.
Oh, come on.
fighting pit.
There's a yellow-haired elf on the sidelines. Yes, you're my hero. I'm your adoring fan.
Look, I got 52 HP in a dream.
Gambling?
I feel like it's honestly not even fair with Murzol. Like,
It's really not.
No, I'd have to look through our my named NPCs list and use one to actual leveled characters. Characters with player levels. Even then, though, like, been rolling so good on health.
I mean, I will say, if you use the actual gladiator stat block, Murzol probably would get curb stomped. I think that's like a CR5 guy. But
I'm willing to make those rolls.
you come out on top once with some assistance, but you know.
So,
I don't know
Oh,
the
wow.
gladiator stat block offhand.
yeah, I didn't either, but
I know Blue Skidoo. You can too. Yeah, I had a lot of help pushing me through that. But I was also only level 2 at that point.
True indeed.
I feel like I don't know. I feel like Gladiator could be possible. It would be hard, but anyway, yeah. What is it you guys want to do over the next couple of days? Is just you know, do you want to find a side quest?
I mean,
I'd
there's
have-
also the Xanathar's like rules for carousing and mucking about.
Wait, hold on. I'd have to actually look at those again.
So the very short answer is I don't have a specific thing that Griffin would be doing. Like
yeah.
he got cleaned up. He's not gonna mess
So-
himself up too bad.
The options are we can skip to you know, to when Onthar would you know, come get you for the merchant contact, or if you want to do a side quest, you know, if you want like a little, like, hey, here's a low dungeon, go this way. I could theoretically do that as well.
No, I think Griffin's character would be he is going to carouse and throw dice and drink and you know, fuck around for 2 days.
The last week for us has been pretty tense and fraught. So
Right. And
Yeah.
he's very loaded with cash right now. So we're talking like 10 gold a day, living large, you know.
Let me skim through these carousing rules.
Murzol is just finding a fighting pit. That's his happy place.
All right.
I do kind of want to make Griffin roll for like carousing because I think one of the like happenstance is that you can get accidentally married or some shit.
Oh,
And that seems like a
come on.
very Griffin thing to happen.
It is, isn't it? I'm so down to roll on the carousing table if you can find it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
No, I'm looking at it right now. I'm just kind of skimming through it, trying to see, because not gonna lie, I barely know these rules.
The last time I looked at that table was years ago, right?
Yeah,
So,
I was gonna say I don't think I've ever actually used it, and I did. Once you reach for the book, I was like, I feel kind of bad for mentioning this because
yeah,
who
you put the
uses
DM on
it?
the spot on
Oh,
live.
you're fine.
Yeah,
You're fine. Yeah. So you make a persuasion check, and then depending on what you get is you can make a hostile contact or a couple allied contacts, and then Yeah,
Allies could be good.
you could I could also make you roll on the complication table. Let's see. How does the run? As a rule of thumb, a character has a 10% chance of triggering a complication for each week of carousing, but it's only a couple days. I feel like. Alright, do you want to carouse with lower class, middle class, or upper class? First of all. Because there are different tables for each one.
yeah. You know what? I'm gonna let the dice decide. 1 to 2 is lower, 3 to 4 is middle, 5 to 6 is upper.
You said 10 gold a day spending. That's wealthy.
Mm-hmm.
Wealthy is 250 for the work week.
Well, that's a week.
So
it is a week.
the dice and Griffin's tendency agree. So we're partying with like the rich snobs.
For sure. Here, give me a second.
Griffin's handsome enough to fake his way into some.
I would
rich parties
say.
for 2 days.
I would say.
I
Knock
have
off.
a nice suit and a clean shave, right? Like he's as nice as he's ever looked.
Yeah, you just got cleaned up. Yeah. Knock off 60 gold pieces for 2 days of carousing with the upper class, and then roll me a persuasion check.
That is very middle of the road, but okay.
You make an allied contact.
Okay.
Who?
Let's say Sir Bennigsworth. He's only technically a sir.
Benny! Buddy.
Yeah, it's kind
Well,
of.
I'm not married.
New
Well,
money, old money?
Yeah, roll D8 as well. But you kind of just get to know this. All right, you kind of get to know the more lively noble gentleman. You two spend an entire 2 days kind of drinking and partying, and you know. However, one night, as you are, not too deep in your drinks, but kind of deep, he starts talking about his gambling debts, which you accidentally agree to take on.
All right. How much are we talking right now?
2,500.
Jesus
Gold piece.
Christ, dude.
No, I would say roll 2d100.
2D100? Okay.
Yeah. I'll have
Two
you roll
ones,
for
two
it.
ones, 2 ones. Please shit.
Jesus Christ, man! Alright, you agree to pay off his
Listen,
10 gold piece.
can we just? I just want to take a second. I rolled 2 D100s. D100s and got a 7 and a 3.
Dude, you should have played a cleric.
That is
That's
that I was gonna say that is 2 triggers on divine intervention, right? That is
Oh my God.
unbelievable.
Jesus Christ.
I will happily subtract that 10 gold from my character sheet.
Part of me wants to use my reroll against Griffin.
Do it. Just know that it comes back around, right? Like that. At that point, we're beefing in real life. Come on. I can't believe that just happened.
Me neither, dude. I'm. That roll upsets me, just personally. not as a DM. That's funny, but personally, it's just like.
Yeah.
That's. I've seen.
Because
I've
it's
seen- I've
it's
seen-
one of those things you set up, and like, even if you rolled max 200 gold, not that much. Like, it's a big hit, but we just got 500 gold today.
Yeah.
But for it to be 10,
Oh,
just
Lord.
this
That-
poor barely a lord is like, please, sir.
He's
Yeah,
alone.
I'm trying-
I can't pay off 10 gold pieces.
I'm trying so hard to reconcile in character how that came up, right? Like,
I'll gladly pay you for a hamburger, or pay you Thursday for a hamburger today.
Yeah.
Penny,
but-
this really isn't that much. I'll do it, but are you sure? Like it's 10 gold. We spent that this morning.
I just can't pay it back, you know. I just can't pay it back, man. Thank you kindly. These
Looking
past
back,
2 days.
Griffin has been footing the bill for everything so far, and he's starting to like realize, okay, yeah, all right.
Yeah, I thank you kindly for paying off my for this. You won't regret it when Yeah. Just this upsets me. Oh yeah, there is pit fighting as well, so we can move
Oh,
on
hell
to
yeah.
yeah. There's pit fighting rules.
You're up, Murzol.
I will fight those pits.
Yeah, let me read this real quick. Includes boxing, wrestling, or other non-lethal forms of yeah. DC series of checks. DC determined at random. Makes 3 checks. Special. Okay, so I see. Okay, so pretty much need you it's gonna be 3 contests, alright? During each one you I make a random DC equal to 5 plus 2d10. And then yeah, you make 3 different checks: a strength, a dexterity, athletics and acrobatics, and then a special con check.
Ooh.
Where you also roll a hit dice, and then add that to it. Yeah, it doesn't expend a hit dice. It's just, you roll your d12 and add that to your con check. So, all right, first one. I'm gonna get my advanced dice roller out. All right, it's 2d10 plus 5.
Can't wait for this to roll back, and it's going to be a DC 25.
Alright, that's a 12 for the first 3 DCs.
Okay, what is the first roll?
An athletics check.
Okay. If I rage, do I get advantage?
Yes, you do.
Hell yeah.
And then you can
absolutely, 'cause
also replace one of these checks with just a weapon attack.
okay. So yeah, I'll make the athletics. I think
Yep.
23 passes.
Sure does. Oh wait, no, I don't make. It's not three different. Okay, no, it's not It is not three different rounds. It's just if you succeed on all three, you get increased winnings. All right. Make it acrobatics, or again, you can replace it with a weapon attack.
I am absolutely going to replace her with a weapon attack and make it reckless.
Yeah. Natural 20, nice.
These hands were made for fighting.
Yeah. So so it's you make a Constitution check and then you roll a d12 and add that to it.
Okay, just a check, not a save.
No, not a save.
Okay. So 17 plus a hit die.
Yeah.
25.
Easy enough. And I'll say with a natural 20, that'll count as a fourth success. So you win 300 gold pieces. From
Can't tell if these
the 2
these guys
days,
are either getting worse or I'm getting better.
spend 2 days just beating people up in the local pit fighting arena.
Yeah.
You come out pretty unscathed through it all, but you win the entire thing, and your name is even more known throughout the pit fighting community.
I'm gonna get myself one of them belts.
Alright. Venus, is there anything you want to do?
I'm going to find a nearby clinic or hospital, and I think I'm gonna do some volunteer where my services can be utilized.
Yeah. You're just doing volunteer work?
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, that's more than easy enough. Just make a medicine check for me. Or you have like a healer's. Does a healer's kit have a check tied to it? I think it does. Or is it just medicine? Yeah, just make a medicine check. Actually, I'm not going to complicate this. Uh-oh.
Use the coin.
Yeah, are you taking that natural one?
You're muted if you're trying to talk, Dyto.
No, I know. I was trying to
Okay.
unmute. I have a fussy baby.
Oh,
No,
fair
I'm
enough.
not. I'm gonna re-roll.
I don't know how I keep forgetting that.
Took your coin away. Oof.
No.
Not much better, but you're able to help where you can. But they kind of have to. They end up kind of like showing you the ropes again. But you're able to help where you can. And yeah, Xtina's still not here, so that'll be that. That'll be the 2 days. And let me. Yeah. Where is? Yeah. In the morning of the third day, you are here in town. Tomas will kind of knock on your guys' door, and like, hey, we're Onthar is ready to
Why
talk again.
are you knocking so loudly?
You hungover.
Talking so loud. Why is it so bright? Yes, Griffin is
Yeah.
got like the worst wine hangover.
It's so early. It's 9:30.
You gonna be all right? We have a little bit to talk about.
I need the greasiest breakfast you have right now.
Fair enough. All right, come on. And he'll kind of lead you
And
guys
with the
to.
Ron Swanson, I need all the bacon and eggs you have.
I want to make sure you heard me correctly.
He'll lead you down to that side table that's kind of away from everyone at the tavern you're staying at, or inn, I should say. Yeah, and Onthar is there sitting, already drinking. Does not seem to really care that it's 9 in the morning. But yeah, Onthar will look at my friends. Good to see you again. Got that contact set up. Goes by the name of I don't have a name. I'm gonna have to make one up on the spot. Oh no. Miranda. She runs a more more pristine guild here. But she's needing to do some trade with up north anyway, so we'll just kind of
Fantastic.
slide over a sealed envelope. Like, give that to her. It'll, tell her who you are. And
Anything we should know about this Miranda? Griffin says with a mouth still like full of eggs and bacon and stuff.
I mean, she's just get the job done. She, or at least like. You'll be fine as long as you're not, if you don't look like freeloaders. But
For the first time in his life, Griffin doesn't.
But yeah, like I've talked to her already. She, just wants to hire you as guards, pretty much. But yeah, Tomas will kind of speak up. We've gotten word that my other conclave members have spotted the cult entering the city. They seem to have had a small group go ahead like not too long ago, but the rest of them in their carriages are setting up at the northern gate of the city, gathering up a caravan. They kind of have all of their ill-gotten gains kind of covered up, it seems. So, they're trying to just pass off as other merchants. But it's the big day.
All right.
Sounds good.
By the way, both of them kind of look at each other. If you wanted to join either of our factions,
Well, I don't know. Mutton chops aren't really my style, Griffin says as he rubs his baby clean cheeks.
You don't need mutton chops for us.
Above game, what are their factions? I know
There's one Erudite Conclave. I guess Froome kind of speaks up like, I'm running I'm starting up actually the Order of the Gauntlet. We're kind of a faction that kind of aims to take out these cults that keep popping up. The Cult of the Dreamer long ago, we didn't stop them quite fast enough, and I hope to gather up a group to hopefully put an end to these these forces that wish to break our world apart. And Tomas runs the Erudite Conclave. It's kind of a research group you know of. They tend to have they tend to have monks and stations like all over the world.
Oh yeah, that's Griffin. Griffin kind of hedges. Is like, I'll think about it.
Yeah, if you want more consistent pay than mercenary work.
Griffin just kind of looks over at Murzol, like,
Yeah, no and fuck no. You can figure out which one's for which of you.
I have a feeling I already know.
the Erudite Conclave wouldn't even know what to do with Murzol.
They've had members that are quite similar. But they very well. But either way, I hope you continue work with us to stop this cult. There are certain benefits that come from being a Erudite Conclave member. We have magic items we give out to our members. Froome just kind of elbows him like, "Come on, man."
Bribing my people.
Yeah.
I'll just be honest, for the both of you, I have no interest in working for another organization.
Fair enough. Well, you should probably get to your merchant contact pretty quickly. I believe the caravan is gonna head out in the next couple hours or so. So.
Hours, right?
Yeah, they're here right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we should go get that sorted.
Well, Griffin gets himself dressed up and yeah.
All right.
Out the door we go.
Head out. Froome will kind of come with you a little bit, kind of tell you the area where Miranda is stationed at. He's like, she's should be currently at the northern gate of the city, actually. Hopefully, hopefully actually there, but that's where she said she'd be. Kind of gathering up a couple wagons for their trade. Just give her that letter of introduction, and everything should be fairly simple from there. Good luck. Don't die.
Yeah, don't get yourself captured by a cult again.
Ah,
We'll be a little too preoccupied to save your ass this time.
I'm on Thar.
First one was free. Next time you have to pay.
I mean, they paid us for that first one.
No.
All right, bye.
Bye.
We just leave.
You make your way to Miranda then. What time is it? 9:50. We still got a little longer.
It is a good place to stop with.
It kind
Xtina.
of is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we can stop now if everyone wants to. It is a good stopping place.
Yeah,
We'll hit
I'm
the
good
road
with it.
next week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay for
Alright.
a session to run short.
Yeah. All right. So. Yeah. Usually for our outros, we go around, let people know who we are and where we can find them. So, are you able to do that right now, Dyto?
We can loop back around to them.
Yeah. So first up, Kenny, go for it.
All right. Thanks to everybody who was with us for this episode. My name is Kenny. You can find me here every Thursday playing Griffin and very occasionally Biff. You can also find me on the Bard Rock Network. I am the dungeon master for the main Bard Rock Cafe campaign, and I'm also, in various one-shots and other guest appearances across that network. Yeah, that's me. You can find me on all my socials. It's always at Kenny Rules. Yeah, that's me.
Steven, go for it.
That's me. I'm Steven, aka DJ Stevosaurus. That's how you can find me on all socials. You'll find me back here every Thursday playing Murzol, everyone's asshole. I'm not gonna say favorite because could be least favorite. Who knows? And yeah, I pop up around other places as well. So just follow along, and I'll probably be somewhere.
You here, Dyto? Don't want to skip over you, but yeah. All right, and I have been Matthew or Arco, the funny little GM today. You can not find me anywhere. Please don't look for me. I get scared. But you can find me actually here Thursdays. Gotta mention that. Running this dragon campaign. You can also tune in next Monday for Aether Shanties, and next Wednesday for Maginites.
Tune into Aether Shanties. They're in the middle of a really intense fight. It's pretty intense. It's worth watching.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Do it.
Do it. But yeah, with that, I believe that's it. So, bye.
Have a good night, everybody.